Evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Wednesday Evening Happy Hour with Back to Basics Dog Training, our free live dog training session. So I'm excited. All right, guys, I think I may have figured out the volume part. Let me know if it's still up there. It looks like it's happening. Okay, you can hear me. How's the video quality? Because it's lagging really, really bad on my end. If you can let me know, I'd appreciate that. I'm trying to figure this out still, guys, as I go along here. For some reason, it's just super, super slow. Okay, on my end. So if it seems to be working fine, I'm just going to talk, guys. I'll try to get to your questions as soon as possible. I apologize about this delay. I'm trying some new software here, as you can tell, and it's not working the way I wanted to. But we'll figure it out, and we'll move forward for next week. But in the meantime, so if you got questions, pop them in here. I apologize again. I feel horrible, horrible, horrible about, this delay. We'll move forward. So with that being said, we're going to talk about crate training and reintroducing crates to our dogs. So people have asked me a while ago, lots of snow falling, absolutely. It's going to be a rough night. Please, everybody, stay safe. We're going to fumble through this like I'm going to fumble through tomorrow trying to get rid of the snow in my driveway. So reintroducing a crate to our dog is real, real important. I've had a lot of people who had the issue of they didn't use the crate in the beginning, and now they're regretting it. And so a big question I've been getting asked a lot is, how do we reintroduce the crate? Guys, it's a long, drawn-out process to reintroduce dog to a crate, but it is so worth it. So how I personally do it is, as everybody knows who knows me, I always say the leash is my second favorite training tool. Nope, can't do that. Hold on. I actually made it stream better, but I can't see the questions then. My second favorite training tool is the leash. So we can utilize the leash to help us guide our dogs into the crate. And how do we do that? We guide them. We use a word, kennel up. We guide them with the leash into the crate. They get in there, give a treat. Instantly give a treat. Praise them. Good boy, good girl. Yes, what a great job you did. And then give them a release word out. Be it, Fifi break, be it whatever it may be. Okay, you can come out, or you can use the word out, whatever you want. Once the dog comes out, all four paws are out, praise and give a treat again. And remember, in the beginning, we're going to do this very quick. So I'm going to bring the dog into the crate and instantly give a treat, praise, and have them come out again. Instantly treat, praise, and give a treat. Eventually, after doing that numerous times, to the point where I can almost say crate and the dog kind of goes in by itself, I'm going to start working up duration on keeping the dog in the crate. There's a reason I do that. I don't want to just put a dog in a crate and shut the door on him. I think a big mistake people have made with the crates is that we tend to put them in there when we're leaving the house, the room, we're going to bed, we're doing something. And we tend to put the dog in the crate. So the dog's associating the crate with, oh my God, I get put in here and my humans leave. So again, we don't want to do that. We want to create it as a safer environment for the dog. And it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. So you have to take your time to reintroduce the dogs to the crate the right way. And by doing it with treats and high praise, the dog will understand eventually that this is the way it's supposed to be. Again, I'm not seeing any questions here, so we're going to keep going. And if we don't get questions, I'm going to talk about some more things that I have seen come up this week.
But I hope that makes sense for everybody with the crate. It's a good tool. People that have had me in their homes and we talk about the crate, it's definitely worth it to help everybody get along really comfortably. So, reintroduce the crates to your dog, guys. It's a good thing for them. Take the time and do it right. I kind of got a little frazzled today with this delay in with the streaming here, so I apologize now about that. One of the other things I'm going to do, and I'm actually going to create a video on this, is how to break up a dog fight. For the people that have multiple dogs, I just had one of my rescue groups call me, and they had a big fight between two dogs, and it took them about a half hour to stop it, which is way too long. So I'm going to delve into it a little bit today, and hopefully, we'll get some questions on this. But we're going to discuss two dogs fighting. So anybody who here has multiple dogs, the right way, in my opinion, how to handle the dogs fighting. So one of the things I tell people all the time, and it's one of the hardest things for people to understand about fighting, dogs fighting, is you cannot run in to the situation with your anxiety level through the roof. If you run in at 7,000 miles an hour, because, oh my God, the dogs are fighting, oh my God, and it looks like I'm losing the stream again, and I hope I'm not. Hopefully the volume's still working. It looks like the camera just froze up on me. This is really going to annoy me. Let me know, guys, if it's still streaming okay. I have no idea. But we run into these dog fights at 7,000 miles an hour. Think about the energy that we're going into this with. So if the dogs are already jacked up, they're fighting, they're at a level 10, we come running in, we're going to jack them all up to a crazier level because they're going to have to meet or beat our intensity level. So as hard as it is for the humans, you have to take that deep breath, go in there with a clear game plan, with a clear mind, not with the craziness in your mind, and you walk in, and I don't care how big or how small the dogs are, the safest way for a human to grab a dog is by their scruffs. Because if you have them by the scruff, they can't turn around and get you as long as you stay calm. Because if you grab them and you're frustrated and you're angry and you're frantic, they're going to try to protest against you grabbing them. So what you want to do is grab them by the scruffs, hold them apart. If they got their teeth sunk into each other, don't rip them apart because then you're going to create problems. But you hold them till you get them to release. And once they release, you keep them separate but together. You can't see my arms because of the way the camera is, but they're either side of my body is where I'm putting my arms. And you wait till they calm down. Now, again, if you have another person there, it's a hell of a lot easier. But the main reason these fights seem to drag out, and they seem to drag out, and they seem to drag out, is because as humans, we run into them like raving lunatics, and we jack them up even more. So I know Jennifer's watching, and I tell her, when Braden makes a mistake with the growling for his, because he's uncomfortable, the calmer she stays, the quicker he calms down. I know I said the same thing to Jill when it comes to Archie. The calmer she stays, the quicker Archie responds. You need to teach shelter staff this. One poor dog got her tail broken by a staff person trying to pull her by, oh my God, pulling by the tail is the worst thing. I'm not even happy personally with that theory that is all over the internet of grabbing the dogs by the hind legs and almost like a wheelbarrow technique. The reason I can't stand that is, one, if dog is so jacked up. You separate them, they let go. It's like that tug of war where you're all pulling on the rope, and all of a sudden the other team just lets go. You all fall on your asses. Well, picture if this is happening between when you have a dog and somebody else has a dog, and they're grabbing them by the legs and they're lifting them and they're pulling, and all of a sudden they let go. You fall down. Now, if that dog is really enraged, they turn around and redirect on you. He won't calm down no matter how calm I am. I have to bring the leash and show him. Then his state of mind changes and he gets mellow. That's weird. I witnessed that one time. Forget it. It doesn't work. Which the grabbing of the legs, yeah. That's the most. If you Google how to stop a dog fight, that's what I think the number one way people say to break up a dog fight. I think it's the most ridiculous way. Wow, that's weird, Jennifer. The calmer you stay, he's not calming down. I got to think about that one. But we're going to be working on this a little bit more Friday evening, so we're gonna definitely help you with Braden over there. So again, the breaking up a dogfight, guys, is a really hard thing. You never want to be in that position, but if you are in this position, again, where you're going to be able to correct most of this is with your own energy and the energy of if you have another person with you. So we're dealing with a shelter situation. You usually have more than one person. I will be putting out a video on this, so definitely make sure you share it with your friends in the shelters, share it with your friends in the rescue, share it with the fosters, share it with whoever you need to share it with. It's going to be crucial to the helping of that situation. I've heard all the different techniques. Spray water on them. Yes, it works sometimes. Use a foghorn or air horn, whatever that's called. Yes, sometimes it works. I'm telling you guys, 99.9% of these issues can be resolved with just your energy. And the calmer you stay, no matter what that situation is, it works. I know this because I've unfortunately been in positions where I've had to break up dog fights. And I'm telling you, the calmer I stay, if I go in there and I react like that, one, I can get bit. If I get bit, I can't help at that point, depending on the severity of the bite. Two, I know energy feeds energy. That's why I'm really surprised that Jennifer says that he won't calm down no matter how calm she is. It's really, really surprising to me. But if the leash is what's fixing the issue, continue using the leash. We need to teach him it's okay to be calm in those uncomfortable situations. But again, I know, Jennifer, and I'm not picking on you right now, but the environment that he's in isn't always, even though you're calm, you have to battle other energies in your home, and that's very hard. I had that at Jill's house when I was trying to control Archie one night. The energy of the people that lived there made it harder for my energy to go through. So one of the things I can say to try, Jennifer, is when he's in that state of mind, maybe have your son just go into another room if possible, and then see if your energy takes over. And then, because you get to the praising quicker, and we need to get to the praising of these dogs quicker when we're saying no. It's not the fact of saying no and stopping the unwanted behavior. It's saying no, stopping the unwanted behavior to teach them how to turn those no's into yeses, if that makes sense. So again, totally different situations here. We're talking about crate training and breaking up fights. Think about it. My mind's all over the place. I guess this thing going bonkers. This is only in the middle of the night when Danny gets up and he gets stressed. Yeah, again, that is a situation where I'd hate to say it, but in my opinion, right now, Brandon needs to be sleeping in the crate at night, not in your room. Either that or put the crate in your room so this way Danny doesn't maybe get that angry or frustrated because he's tired, he's getting up, it's early in the morning. And I know all the stuff that goes through the human head is, I don't need this freaking dog growling at me this early in the goddamn morning, or taking a chance of, God forbid, getting attacked. So my suggestion would be one: either he's in the crate in your room, or he's in the crate in the living room, wherever it may be, where I saw it. So that's what I would do. Again, we're going to move forward coming Friday on how we can address these issues a little bit better. But for now, just for the ease until Friday, I brought his crate I just bought a crate for the room. Yeah, that's going to be one of the best solutions. But to me, he actually hasn't earned the privilege to be in your bedroom. I mean, he's growling at Danny in the bedroom. He doesn't earn that privilege. I went to another house this week. Same situation, but the dog has actually moved forward with a bite. And I'm like, then why is the dog still allowed in the bedroom? First it happened, it was on the bed. So they said, okay, you're not allowed on the bed anymore. He was on his dog bed. Wife went to sleep early, goes to sleep earlier. Dog went in with her. And the husband comes in later on in the night. Dog sleeping in its own bed. Husband comes in, boom. A possible, dog bite situation. And to me, that dog just lost privileges. It shouldn't be in the room. It hasn't earned that privilege, or that it doesn't respect everybody in that room. Again, I know with my personal dogs, I try to make it, my wife doesn't always agree with me, but for the most part, Zoe was downstairs at night for a good year, and she was a good dog. She had earned the privilege to come upstairs to the bedroom area. Didn't work as well as I wanted it to, because she was allowed up there a lot earlier than I wanted, but it is what it is. But Zoe ends up respecting that. And Zoe did make a mistake when she first was allowed to sleep in our bed, and she made the mistake with me. I went to go move her off my side, and she let out that low guttural growl to me, and I'm like, hey, you just made a mistake. So she got disciplined, got her to calm down, and then when she calmed down, I told her what a good girl she is. And then we got to the praise quick. But again, when she growled at me in my bed, I didn't get angry or frustrated with her. She made a mistake. It was an opportunity for me to teach her. So again, my personal dogs do make mistakes, guys. That's why they're dogs. Me as a human, I make mistakes. We're all going to make mistakes. It's what we do with those mistakes that move things along quicker. I promise you, though, just anybody who's watching, I will have these bugs fixed by next week. My goal is that I can actually maybe invite some of you people, and I'll reach out to you individually, to do where you guys are on camera as well as I am, helping me ask you questions about what we've done with your dogs, and you guys can help me answer maybe some other questions. That was the goal this week with trying to get over to a customer's home. But like I said, I'm trying to figure out a way to do this remotely, and I think some of the hello, Sue, how are you? So how did you discipline Zoe when she growled at me? I stood up firm. No, she continued to growl, and I pinned her. I took my hand, it became a mouth. I pinned her on her side until she calmed down, but I wasn't angry and I wasn't frustrated. And once she calmed down, I took away all the pressure, and I praised her for being calm. And then I continued, get the hell out of my spot. And she was like, oh, well, when I growled at him, that wasn't a comfortable feeling. Let me get off his spot. And she got off, and then I invited her back on. I took Archie for his first grooming today. He was perfectly behaved. It was with the same woman who cut his nails before you started coming. She couldn't believe his change. Oh my God, that makes me so freaking happy. Thank you, Jill. I needed that on this disastrous evening I'm having on YouTube Live. But I do have a question I'm going to throw out to everybody who's watching right now. And according to this, there's, I think, 8 people watching right now, which I was hoping to see more. If I can figure out how to set up this live interview type of thing where you guys are sharing my screen with me and live and in living color, would you be willing to do that? Let me know in the comments. Yes, you would. No, you wouldn't. Do you think it'll be a value added to you? So you're seeing the other people on here asking questions to build that community, because it does take, a community to raise a child. It takes a community to help us raise puppies. You guys, Jennifer says absolutely she would do it. And there's no software needed on your part. It's just me trying to figure out. Jill says yes, she would do it. Beautiful. And I promise you, like you guys can see, I haven't shaved. So it's not, you don't have to put on your makeup and all that crap. Just come as you are. You know, we're a family, so don't put on airs for anybody. You know, if you have other people that you think would want to do it, let me know. Shoot me a text, shoot me a Insta message or DM or whatever the hell they're called. Text me, whatever. Let me know. You have neighbors that would be interested. All I got to do is get email addresses from everybody and send you a link. You click in. It's going through the web browser. There's no software for you guys to do. I am going to try to play with this for the rest of this week. I'm feeling tomorrow I'm going to have a lot of time. I'm not sure if Athena could teach anything. I'm not looking for Athena to teach anything, Michelle. I'm looking for you to teach some of your success, some of your... And guys, admitting that we made a mistake doing something is not bad either. So let's keep that in mind. You can say, before I met Leo, I did this and it didn't work, or you did this and it worked and Leon was a total ass. I don't, whatever it is. But I do think it'll be good for you guys to talk to each other, not me being a mediator on this, the chat typing up thingy here. I'm trying to figure out ways to bring value added. Eventually, what I would like to do, and you guys tell me, how would you feel about this? Eventually, I would like to offer this service where I'm talking about doing like this interview type of thing with maybe a groomer or a vet or a shelter worker or a rescue group. Would that be a value added service to you guys? Let me know. Put it in the comments. I'm trying to think of ways to help our dog community, not only for ourselves, but for future dog owners, doggy parents, whatever words we want to put on it. I'm trying to come up with different ways that I think would be better to live up to what I want, which is it takes, together we can help one dog or one family at a time. So again, I'm not sure if that would be a value added to you guys. You guys have to tell me. It sounds interesting. My opinion, I think it would be really, really, really cool. Just because it gives you that other avenue. And maybe if we can get the vets, my goal would be talk to a vet about how, from a training point of view, we can help them do their job better. But maybe we can add, thank you, Jill. Jill says yes. My goal would be maybe that we can ask vets some questions on this. Maybe before I do say, a vet, maybe I'll ask you guys to give me a list of questions. I'll start the conversation with the vet, asking them questions you guys have. And, it's about helping the dogs. And if we help the dogs, we help each other. Same thing with the grooming process. I know groomers, I've worked with groomers, would like our dogs to be behaved in every situation that they're grooming. So we got to think about it. Grooming is a traumatic thing for a dog. Maybe groomers have suggestions for pet owners. Absolutely, groomers. The groomer I would definitely do this was I'll reach out to her. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe Friday. Actually, I probably could reach out to her tomorrow because she's probably not grooming. Brushing your dogs. I'm going to use the example. We got all this snow coming here today. And we got a lot of these little foofy dogs like Bijans and dogs with curly type of hair, Labradoodles, Golden Doodles, whatever, Doodles. They get those snowballs in their fur. Those have to come out. They have to be, when I have dogs here, when I've had dogs here that had those situations, I actually have a blow dryer by the door. Some dogs don't like blow drying, but I know it's better for them. And then we brush them and we brush them and we brush them. One of the things I said, I don't remember if it was on this platform, my Saturday morning coffee with Back to Basics on Facebook, is I want to start muzzle conditioning puppies. Even though puppies don't need muzzles, just for the fact that I want to associate muzzles with good things. Well, people that get dogs that need to be groomed, haircuts, especially haircut type dogs, but everybody should, from the time they get that little puppy home, set clear, decisive rules for brushing your dog. When they're puppies, you go to brush them, they try to play because everything is freaking play, and we think it's cute, so we let them, and then accidentally they bite us, and then we stop. Because, oh my God, they bit me, we better stop. But now they're learning that if I bite you, you stop brushing me, because brushing is uncomfortable. And there's proper ways to brush dogs. I didn't know this until I started working with a groomer. What I found out is some of these curlier haired dogs, that you're better off doing short, quick strokes than brushing a dog. I didn't know that. I learned that from working with this groomer, Angie. I will reach out to her definitely tomorrow. I think this would be so much fun. I just got to figure out to make sure the problem I had today doesn't happen again. And again, all you people that were staying with me in the beginning when we had all these problems, thank you, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I really appreciate it. And, this is what happens when you're my age and you're trying to learn modern technology. So, again, we're going to cut it off because even though I haven't been talking for 46 minutes, about that 45-minute mark, which is usually where we start wrapping things up for the evening. I think I should have had the vodka in my glass tonight, just based on the way it started off, but it is what it is. Any of my friends here on Long Island, please stay safe, stay off the roads, do what we need to do. Take it easy if you're out there shoveling. Please remember this is going to be a heavy, wet snow. I stayed for the most of Archie's grooming. She didn't even have him tied back. And didn't have his good boy collar on. Look at that. It works. You're making huge progress, Jill. Jill, I can't say it enough. Between you and Mikey and Mike, you guys are doing a phenomenal job. Of course, Mikey is my star. He's definitely my star student. Keep up the great work. He's my star from the Shore-Wading River area, even though the kid won the The voice from that came from this area. Congratulations to him. I wish I remembered his name. I just drew a complete blank. But Mikey, you're up there. You're right above him in my world, so keep up the great work. With that being said, guys, as always, stay healthy, stay safe, God bless, and remember, together we can help one dog and one family at a time. Have a great evening, guys, and we'll see you next Wednesday, hopefully a lot smoother.